So today we have a base here that is working on building a rocket to get out of here because there's some danger that's coming in. But we're gonna need to set up a few things first, like a mining factory here so we can place that down and then create a miner, which this one is gonna go to this plastic mine here, even though I'm pretty sure that's not how plastic works, but this is an alien planet, so what do I know? We are gonna need two more though to go towards some conductives over here. And then the other one can go towards these organics that are way over here. And then we might as well get a fourth going because we can to go for some more plastics. And then we'll place down a solar panel to create a little more power. That should be good. So we can go ahead and advance the turn once. And then there's the enemies coming next round from over here. So thankfully, we actually don't have enough for a turret yet. Well, that's a problem. Although we do get some of the resources back if we trash this solar panel here. So let's just do that for emergency reasons and put down a turret right over here on this side. So when the enemies do show up, these weird little demon things, they're gonna run right towards the turret, which is good because this thing doesn't have a whole lot of range. But then they start blasting and then all the enemies get taken out. Excellent. So now we can move on and get some more resources to do more things, because this rocket's gonna be expensive. And there is some research that we can get to as well, but we need a research station for that first, which costs 25 of two things, which we're gonna need a lot of. So it might be good to actually get another mining factory set up, so we can create one of those and then get you going towards a conductive. But we also don't have power for you yet. So we can place down a solar panel, and thankfully we have a lot of turns before the next batch of monsters show up. So there's a solar panel that we can get, and now everything has power. And there's enemies again, but they're coming from the same side this time, which is good. So I might as well put down a second solar panel as early as we can, just so we don't have that power problem again. And they still have a few turns before they do arrive, so we can keep collecting resources a little more. And we definitely need one of these going towards the conductor stuff as well, so we can get more of those every turn. And then we might create another one just to go over there right away, because we're kind of falling behind there. We're looking good on plastics. And there's the monsters, some weird spider things. Not sure if the different colors mean anything, but either way, they all follow the same path as their earlier things. And they die. So now something else that we can make is a conductor forge here, which also makes conductives per turn. So let's get one of those in. And then we could also probably use one of these plastic factories, but that takes a lot of conductive stuff. At the very least, we are enhancing our production. So now we're actually very much outpacing the plastic, which is good. Oh, and enemies are coming from this side too. Our turret is looking a little damaged, so we could place down another one, but I also want to make use of this vehicle factory here because it sounds fun. And it's got a vehicle right on the roof, like a dealership. But now we just wait a few more turns, and then we can actually make a vehicle, which I'm guessing will rush to the defense wherever it is, so we can go ahead and collect a few more resources. And then we'll start the attack here, and sure enough, there it is. It's like a floaty rover tank. Floaty tank, rover tank. So they all start blasting. Hopefully that means the turret lasts this time. And thankfully it does, but only just barely. Oh, in the enemy attacks, they really seem to favor this side. I was playing earlier and some of them came from over here, but I guess that's not happening right now. I'm okay with that. That means they don't have to build anything more. Although I probably have to build a replacement turret here pretty soon, but we need a lot more plastic for that. Although we do have a lot of conductor stuff too, so that's good news. But we might as well just go into this and see how we do, because we fell kinda short of building another one. And some of them were dying before they reached the turret, which is good news. Oh no, but it went down. So now the tank is under attack. Take him out. Okay, thankfully the tank is doing pretty well here. So we're okay. Now, if the enemies come from somewhere else, we can just build a turret there. Although, hopefully, they're not gonna show up for a while because we still need a plastic factory to go over there. Hey, a plastic factory! Let's get one of those in. So that's really gonna help production, and they're back over here. Okay, but we still have a few turns, so we can still get another turret over there. So we get that in. Oh, but it needs power? Oh, that's not good. Thankfully, we can build more solar panels, but the energy demands of everything are starting to get a little much. At least the tank is fully restored, and we have a fully healed turret as well. So we're doing okay here. And if we pause just a few more turns, then we have enough materials to build the first stage of the rocket. So we go ahead and do that. So we have the bottom part of it, which needs 35 plastics next. And thankfully, only 25 organics, which we have plenty of. We can honestly pull you away to go somewhere else. Let's get you back over to the plastics. And then we can create a few more miners in a little bit. So we might as well just get two more of those. and then they'll both go towards the plastics. So we're getting a lot per turn now. That should keep us on track. And now we actually have enough for a research station, but we don't have power, so we need one of these for sure. Maybe 2 more? Or 3 more? That should be good for a while, hopefully. And thankfully the enemy count isn't going up crazy high. It's just that these guys are a lot stronger than the spiders, so it's a little sketchy. So it's a good thing some of them die before they reach the turret, but man, they chew through it fast. Hopefully it survives. Oh no, it didn't. But that's okay, we took them all out. So let's go ahead and see if we can build the next stage of the rocket here pretty soon. Thankfully we can. And then see what we need from there. We need some new materials here, which is the gas here. That needs a lot of materials of each. So let's save up a little bit for the research station because this should get us to better facilities. Plant that right over there, looking good. So now every turn that is creating a little bit of research. And we might need 2 turrets over here actually, which as we go, oh good, we are getting a plus of power. So we're creating a few points of that. Maybe we need more research stations, or honestly just another plastic factory. Might as well, because everything is made of plastic these days. And it would probably be a good idea to get another vehicle, but 2 turrets over here should hold up pretty well before the vehicle arrives. And thankfully they do. That was way better. And I think it's a good idea to put in a greenhouse here as well, because we don't have any miners over here at the organic. And now we create another vehicle there, so we have 2 recharging defenses. And thankfully, we're not really losing any power anymore. Now we can build a core harvester, which does get us a new resource, but we don't need it yet, so we should probably focus things. Oh, and we're actually maxed out on plastic factories. So we might as well max out on conductor forges as well, and thankfully, we're not maxed out on solar panels. Oh, we're maxed out on solar panels. Well, all right then. Oh, now they decide to show up over here. How great of you. Thankfully I have, ooh, plasma turret. Oh, but that costs food things. And I don't have those yet, unless we put in a kitchen. But I think it's a little late for that. We might as well just stick with turrets over here. And then we can put in a kitchen, just so we can get a few of those. And thankfully we are not short on power. So 1 more round of this, and okay, yep, there's a few of the bigger enemies, the tougher ones. But we have 2 vehicles. So all of our defenses should be okay. And they're not attacking the same turret, which is good. So they both survive. Okay, and now they're over here again. Is this just gonna be like 50 turns of over here? Well, either way, we are close to getting the gas harvester that we need, but we do need a bit more green stuff happening. So maybe we can divert one of the plastic miners to organic. That should help us get a little more, and we'll be just shy before the enemy arrives, but the next turn will be okay. And that is a lot more spiders. They don't seem like much, but they are all going to the same turret, which is not good. We'll have to replace that one soon, but now we can put down the gas vein. Let's stage that over here just because it looks nice, and then be completely broke on everything. We are amassing quite a bit of research. Can we get another station down? Not quite yet, but now we can. Only 2 of them. So at least now we're getting more research. And then there's other buildings that we can get, which, whoa, a big old solar panel, but that takes a lot of research. Is there a research 2? There is, and we're halfway there. We might be able to survive until then. At least now we're getting gas. So let's just collect resources until we see where the enemies are coming from. So they're coming from that side again, and oh, just 1 point of research. Okay, there we go. Now, is it worth getting research station 2? I would like to see what it takes to build this. Oh, and I just noticed we are losing a lot of power each time now. So it's probably worth getting solar panel 2, just so we have things that we can build. And thankfully, we can build it right away. And we can build a few of them, so let's build 3, which is the maximum, I guess. Bruh. And now we do have the means to fund our plasma turrets now. We just need a few more resources until we can get them. And thankfully, we can get them right before the enemies show up. And are these tougher than these star towers? I'm not too sure. But they do have way better range, so I think they can go behind the towers of stars. And hopefully they do way more damage. And it does seem to be the case, because these guys are going down way faster. That was beautiful. Okay, that's different. I think we got a boss enemy coming over here. Don't like that idea. Might need another star tower turret over here. And something else that we're gonna need is like another mining factory, because we are maxed out on those. Or that's the point. Ooh, but we do have enough materials to build the next stage of the rocket. I forgot about this. But man, this is a slow building rocket. It's got a whole bunch of weird chunks to it. What do we need next? Oh, we need explosives. Can we build one of those? Not yet. We need a lot more gas. Oh, the enemy shifted. Why are they over here now? That's not what I wanted. Is it worth taking these down? It might be taking down some of these because we are very low on conductors. So let's refund you, and I think that'll do it. So we can get another turret over here. That should work. Get another turret over here. That should work. There we go. And then maybe refund this one just so we can, replace it kind of soon. Very soon. And I kind of want to place a plasma tower over there, but we're not going to be able to fund it by the time we need it. Or maybe we will. Let's refund it and then advance a few more. Boss comes next round. What do you mean? It said 5 and we still can't build it? Oh, not good. There's the boss. Okay, so it's talking about the other enemies. Oh, yikes. And it's firing worms. Oh, gross. Where's those vehicles? There they are. Oh man, this turret's taking so much damage. But at least we have 2 more pristine turrets right behind it. We just need them to survive. We're chewing through all the defenses. This guy has so much health. Oh gosh, now we're down to 1 turret. Please take out the boss. Okay, it looks like this turret's actually surviving kind of well. Or at least it will for a little bit. We should be able to take out this boss before we lose this last turret. Although it will be close, and he just keeps firing more worms. Oh, there goes the turret. Those worms are nasty. And he doesn't care about the vehicles? He's attacking the facility. Get taken out. Okay, we got the boss. Wow. This solar panel took so much damage, and we still have more enemies coming in. Thankfully, though, our turret budget has refunded. We should probably space these better so they don't all target 1 turret. So we can do it like this. I think that should work okay. 3 of them like that? Sure. And we're still waiting on more research. Oh, great. Now the enemies have shifted again. Of course they have. Why wouldn't they? And we still can't afford the plasma tower anymore. Really shouldn't have scrapped that. But we'll just go for it because we kind of have to. That's a lot more spiders. At least they're the weaker enemy, but they still can really do damage to a turret. Okay, so now we have enough gas for the explosive facility. We just need more conductives. So we get them right now. Okay, explosive factory going in. Protect everything. So now we're starting to get explosives, which we need 50 to build the rocket further. Gross. And I feel like the next stage is gonna want these core things here. But now we have enough research points to, should we get a conductor forge level 2? Or maybe the research station level 2? Because the more research points that we get, the sooner we can unlock these other things too. I think we go for this. And it does cost gas to build it, and a lot more conductors, and the enemies are not slowing down at all. Thankfully, we can replace the plasma tower and actually get a sniper tower in here too, because the explosives we have. Ooh, that would actually be pretty good. For another time though, because we just built the plasma tower. And thankfully these guys are very few in number compared to the spiders. So as long as we can keep this turret safe, okay, thankfully we do, we can actually sell these, refund them, and then replace them with full health. Although we're only getting 50% of the stuff back, but these turrets are cheap, so it's worth doing. And then I think we're just saving up for the research station. Is there anything that we can divert? I think we can divert 1 or 2 of these to the conductors because I didn't realize how many plastics we had. So now we're really boosting the conductors production, which means we could get another explosive facility in here or get one of these core harvesters in here now. Since we are gonna need them, you know what? Might as well. Get that right there. And then we get more enemies the next round. We have 3 turrets over here. Hopefully this new spacing means that they don't all go for 1 turret. And it seems to be the case, but most of them just go for 1. My goodness. Thankfully though, that's easily dealt with. The tanks didn't even get involved, I don't think. Okay, and then we should get a little bit of a break. And we have enough for research station 2. Very good. And we are still keeping up on the solar production. Oh, and this is healing. Good. I didn't know if they did. And now with 40 research yet again, we could get something else like a plastic factory 2, or there are better weapons that we can get. A rocket tower? I might need this, which probably costs explosives, but man, these things take a lot of conductors. There's also an asteroid tower that sounds like a lot of fun, but we should probably see where the enemies are coming from next. And we are actually getting really close to building the next stage of the rocket. So why don't we do that and then see what we need? Is this the last bit? Oh, we are getting close. We just need 150 of these core things to fly. Wow. No wonder that's so cheap. We need so many of these things. Thankfully, we can build a second one, and we should be able to build... Oh, of course, we can only get one of the research station level 2s. But as long as another boss doesn't show up, I think we'll be okay. So we can just collect until we know what's happening, and it's just more basic enemies over here. Good. But here, let's get a gas vein going along with the first one, just so we can get more of that, because we need a lot of this for things. And then we might as well just get 2 of everything if we can, or the most of them, which does take most of our resources, and now we're losing power, which isn't great, but we do have a lot of power in reserve and a nice amount of plastic. But let's also use some low levels of research to get Star Tower level 2, Plasma level 2, maybe. I think we can do that. And then Sniper level 2. Never mind, we can't afford that. We can get 1 sniper in here though, and I really want to see that. So let's get that going right over here, using most of the conductors we have. We are not very good at this. Oh, and that is a lot of spiders, but more weapons over here should be fine, and the tanks are rolling in. And the sniper seems to have a very low rate of fire, which is unfortunate. And this turret almost died. So let's just sell you and then replace you. And then let's save up our research to get that conductor level 2, because there is a really crazy amount of conductors that are needed for this whole operation. And then conductor level 2 is ours, and we can build it right away too. It only costs plastic? Wow, that's amazing. But we're also completely out of, you know, plastics. So I think now we can replace some of these miners over here to go back to the plastics, because the facility should keep up with the conductor production, and we can still get 10 conductors each turn. That's gonna be helpful, but we are losing way more power. How soon till we can get another solar panel? We need 80 research for that, oh boy. But now the enemies are coming from over here. Let's try an asteroid tower over here. I really wanna see what these is like. So let's put them more on this side, because they like to go over here. And we can only build 1, like ever. That's surprising. But we can also pair them up with another hyper sniper or plasma 2. I think a plasma 2, which now we are gonna need some more food production things, because now we're in negative there, but we should be okay overall. Whoa, that was a very fast asteroid. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, and there's enemies that are way out here just chilling, and you can make them squish. That's so weird. But I think now it is time to get... Oh, we still need the solar panel 2s. I was almost gonna buy the plastic factory too, but we need the solar panels. Thankfully, it's only a few more goes for that. And then solar panel level 3, which hopefully we can build a lot of these. We can build only 1 for right now though, so we might as well put that there. And now we're not quite as negative, but now it's a long climb back to the research to get Plastic Factory 2, which we are definitely gonna need here in a little bit. But I think it's also gonna be worth replacing some of these star towers with their higher level counterparts. So we get 1 right here, and this is the one that they like to go for. And do these guys squish? They kinda do, but they blow up a lot better. That was amazing, and our turret didn't take nearly as much damage. But now the power demand is higher, so we just gotta wait 1-2 more turns for that, and we can place down another solar panel 3. We can go this way with it, and only 2 of them. There's a lot of diminishing returns happening here with how many things we can build. But now we can get Plastic Factory 2, but we still need a lot of plastics for that. Thankfully though, no boss has shown up yet, at least for right now, and we can actually build it. I would place it next to the other ones, but that's just kind of not a thing anymore, so that can go right over here, because it looks nice, and we are almost getting ready to fly the rocket. Just gotta survive a few more enemy waves. I don't want to see them anymore, and it's more spiders. We probably could have replaced another turret, but I feel like we don't honestly need to. Or maybe we will, because that one almost died. And there we go! We have enough! Kinda just want to see what the next enemy wave is, and if it is a boss. So let's just run this a little bit longer. Oh, never mind, it's just normal enemies. That's boring. Let's fly out of here. And whoa, lots of shakes. And away we go! Off to another planet. That's hopefully not as dangerous. And that's the end of the demo. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video of Cosmic Outpost. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to let me know. Thank you for watching, and sub to Intern. I'd also like to thank the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, DeviantX, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Drupalong, Lily, The Mire Within, DeGarity, Sans, Isaac, V, Killer Squad, Mousy Mouse, and Nicholas.